It really is a disgrace the way they let them report these things. Honestly, it's not as though our boys are out there for the fun of it, now is it? How the army is expected to do its job with one hand tied behind its back, I do not know. It's on the table. It never used to be like this. The press were on our side.
I don't want anything.
Nonsense. Can't start the day on an empty stomach. Put some eggs in your legs. That's what Frank always used to say.
Do you want to look over these? It's a breakdown of how I think things will work. I could probably have it up and running by the end of the week.
It's great.
As long as you're happy.
I wouldn't say happy was the right word.
Morning.
Hi.
You all right?
Sure.
Take that as a no, then.
Jackie, I could have done that.
Oh, there's no need.
I'll try then.
There's only one plate.
Any plans for your day off?
Well, the lion would have been nice.
I thought there might have been a letter from David.
Yeah, that would have been nice too.
His father used to write every week, you know. Didn't matter where he was, even in the Falklands.
You told me.
With the ink freezing in the pen.
So are you up to anything then?
Just the doctors. Renew my prescription.
What time?
This afternoon. So, right then. What do you fancy for lunch?
I've only just got up.
Still, I thought I'd nip down to the shops. Is there anything else we need? How about some nice haddock?
An anthem, he said.
You're joking.
Touch him so's God save the Queen, mate, but I'm still not going to dance to it, am I?
I have been waiting, you know, to review the booking system for the clinics.
Oh, it'll have to be lunchtime.
But we agreed to come in early.
No, you agreed, we didn't.
Tell you what, I'm never going back there again.
Oh, it sounds awful.
Well, at least we can make a start.
I haven't even got my coat off yet.
We've still got 5 minutes.
No, Vivian, later.
Well, if your social life is more important.
Yeah, well, at least we've got one.
You're going to have to have a word with them.
Sorry?
Tell them to play nicely. Oh, you know what? I can't even be bothered.
I can give you something for the morning sickness, but is there anything else?
Plenty.
Like what?
I'm just so tired all the time.
No, you could be anemic.
Could be my mother-in-law. Talk about stress. It's just such hard work.
What is?
Well, keeping it quiet from her. See, I haven't even told David yet.
How come?
Can't get hold of him out there. Must be heightened security or something, but it worries me sick. Literally sometimes. Of course, Doreen's a proper army wife. You know, she thinks it's a luxury to only see your husband once every 6 months. She thinks the army's gone soft.
Is she really that bad?
Her family go back as far as, I don't know, Battle of Waterloo.
So where's her husband then?
Major Frank? Mm-hmm. Now, he's a really sweet bloke, actually. He died last year, which is why we took her in. Of course, we can't get rid of her now. And if she finds out I'm pregnant, that's it. She won't let me out of the house.
So, what does David think?
He's got problems of his own.
Like what?
Getting shot at, I suppose. Honestly, it's like living in a barracks. She'll start blowing a bugle next. I think they should fly David home and send her out there instead. She'll have the place sorted out in no time. The thing is, you can joke about it, but it's a total nightmare. Sometimes I wish I never even...
So, when are you going to tell him then?
At the weekend, if I can. Over the computer, you know, at least I can see his face. Just about.
Are you okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Julia.
It's his awful girlfriend of Liam's.
Oh,
Jean Ocean. She's such a pain.
what, rude, you mean?
Oh, butter wouldn't melt.
What, lazy then?
Oh, no, no, she's always doing something. You know, like saving the ozone layer or recycling lentils. I mean, I really don't know how the planet has managed to survive so long.
How do you mean?
That's all she talks about, the planet. You know, if the planet was full of people like her, I think I'd rather be extinct.
You can't blame her for caring about the planet, surely.
Well, you know, actually, I think I can when it comes to my own home, George. I'm absolutely sick of it. And if I want to use my dishwasher or drive to the shops, I'm not answerable to every half-baked, hippy-dippy tree hugger that turns up. I'm up to here with it. I've had it with a lot of them.
It's just a few suggestions. I've cleared it with Julia first.
What, before us, you mean?
It is an administrative problem, really.
Problem?
Issue, then. So, my idea is to coordinate the bookings across the board, including the nursing clinics.
Sounds fair to me.
So, what I am suggesting is cross-checking each appointment to avoid double booking.
Which hardly ever happens.
It did to Mrs. Cropley.
Of course it would do. She practically lives here. She'd book herself in for the night if she could.
But it'd be far less likely to happen if everything went through a single person.
Which, of course, would be you.
I'm sure you've got far better things to do.
What, than organise my own clinics?
Than paperwork.
We do have computers now, you know.
Yeah, go on, Mish.
I'm sorry, I'm not having her telling me how to do my job properly.
I'm not telling you to do anything.
No, you're trying to do it for me, whether you actually know what you're doing or not.
Look, I don't have to remind you that I was a nurse for 20 years. I don't think it's beyond me to know...
Did they have cardio clinics back then? Or diabetes or COPD? No. Still know what you're talking about, do you?
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, and so you should be.
Whoa, all right. Why don't we have a read through these first and then try again later? Eh? How about 4:45-ish?
What's wrong?
Honestly, Mish, I don't know why you let her get to
She
you.
just drives me insane.
Hey, what's the point? You're only playing into her hands.
You know, it gets me. Everyone thinks she's so great.
Well, I haven't got that far.
Well, Julia does. Just goes along with whatever she wants.
Well, try someone else then.
What?
Just draw up a bit of support with the other doctors. Then when they agree it's a clinical issue, tell her where to stick it.
Fine, who?
I don't know. And you won't until you try.
Jackie? When we used to live on the base, you'd see them coming round. And you'd stand there praying they'd go next door. Even though you wouldn't wish it on your neighbour in 1,000 years. But honestly, in my heart, I never thought they would come for me. I really didn't.
For me? Don't you mean?
Yes. For us, then. Jackie, I'm just so sorry. Please don't.
How's it going?
Great.
It's World War III at the moment.
Vivian messing about the booking system.
We probably needs tidying up.
Yeah, wasn't Joe double booked last week?
Yeah, but she's just trying to take over the whole thing. And she's not even qualified, is she?
I wouldn't know about that.
Me neither.
I just don't think that she should be taking the decision-making out of our hands.
Still, see what Julia says, eh?
Hello, Dr. Woodson.
Haven't you got to go out or something?
That can wait.
The doctor's, isn't it?
Don't be silly.
Doreen, please, you just need to leave me alone.
I understand.
Do you?
I think so, yes.
So why are you still there then?
I just wanted to say something.
What, not to get too down about it?
Of course not.
What then, that he died a hero? Whatever it is, can you just do me a favour and leave it? Are you listening to me? Have you looked in there?
I was worried about you.
Of course you have. Of course you have, you stupid interfering old woman.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. It's all you ever do. Sticking your nose into our lives. Well, you can't do it anymore, can you? Because it's been blown to bits, hasn't it?
Jackie, don't.
No! Don't you tell me what to do. Don't you ever tell me what to do again. In fact, I want you out. This is my house now and I want you out.
Try to calm down.
No, I won't. I'm finished. I'm finished with you and I'm finished with the army. And do you know what? I'm finished with this baby as well because I'm not having it. Do you understand? I'm not having it. No. Just go.
No one's interested at all.
Who'd you ask?
Everyone? Okay, except Joe or Jimmy, but we both know they won't hear a bad word said against her.
Yeah, it's weird, that, isn't it? Especially with Jimmy, he's like our agent.
Oh, Archie, forget it. I don't care anymore. She can do what she wants.
No way.
No, life's too short. You know what? She can have half my patience as well if she likes.
All right, leave it with me.
What?
Everything. I'll sort it.
Archie, just...
I just need to renew my prescription.
No problem. We did say we'd review it. Alright, so it's what, a year now since your husband died?
Just over.
And you're still living with your daughter-in-law, Jackie, isn't it?
Yes.
Still going well?
Fine.
And you're coping much better all round?
I suppose so, yes.
Oh, that's great. So do you think maybe it would be time now to try and do...
Doctor, I'm sorry, but I will need my tablets.
Why, has something happened? Look, Mrs. Merson, I'm sorry, but I would prefer to take you off the antidepressants if I can.
My son's just been killed.
Sorry?
2 days ago. On active service.
Hi. Is Mum here?
I'll go and get her.
Thanks.
Hello, Liam.
How's it going?
Good, thank you. You must be...
Ocean.
George. Oh, that's nice.
It's a chakra power bracelet.
Really?
It's Native American.
Aboriginal Canadian.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah, each stone channels a certain chakra. Oh, they're like energy centers in the body.
Yeah, I know.
But they have to be in a certain order for each person.
Hello, you two.
Hi, Mum.
It's a nice surprise.
We were just wondering if we could borrow the car.
My car?
What's up?
Oh, I just thought that you didn't approve of.
Your car? We don't.
But we found this really amazing fabric, Asian stuff, you know.
You've got such a lot of it here. It's amazing.
Material, yeah, we do.
Big roll.
A bolt.
Ah.
We can't get it home.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, but I will need it back in a couple of hours.
No problem.
But you're right. You should really get a hybrid, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you didn't want to talk about this yet.
It hasn't even started. I remember when Frank died. It was weeks before I stopped thinking he was going to just walk through the door.
Of course.
And then, well, you've had me on the happy pills ever since. Of course, they know when they sign up that it's got to happen to someone. But they still do it. And you know it too. But you still let them.
How long was David in the army?
He joined when he was 18, like his father. So what, 7 years? A corporal. Just coming up for promotion.
And which regiment?
Artillery. Not his dad's first choice. Of course, he was in the Guards. Used to say David only wanted to make things go bang.
How's Jackie?
I'm not sure. And I don't think she'd really want me to talk about her.
Why's that?
I get on her nerves, I'm afraid. It was the same with Frank, if truth be told. Still, not for much longer.
Right.
Cheers, Mum.
Please take it easy.
I'm 31.
And don't get any tickets. What are you going to do with this material anyway?
Send it back to Free Flow.
Canada?
It's perfect for our new range.
Sarongs we can use as altar cloths.
Well, isn't that just a tiny bit wasteful? I mean, sending it all the way back there, environmentally, I mean.
Sure, but we're getting a tree.
Sorry?
We'll stop at the garden centre on the way back.
Oh, and what are you going to do with that?
Plant it, of course.
In the garden.
My garden?
Mum, it will help offset all the carbon we've used for the entire trip.
And your car.
No, I do not need any more trees.
Julia, we all need more trees.
Give her trees.
Mill Health Centre.
Barefaced cheek!
Julia, Mrs. Cropley on the phone.
Oh,
Everything okay?
Did you see Jackie Merson this morning?
Yeah, the soldier's wife.
He's been killed. Some kind of explosion.
What?
I've just been told.
Oh, that poor girl. Jimmy, she's pregnant. Oh, this is horrible. She's having a hard enough time as it was. She tried to laugh it off, but it just didn't seem right to me.
What, in what way?
Everything said it was all a total nightmare.
Not the pregnancy.
I think she meant her whole life.
You right? I wanted to ask you something.
I might have to wait, sorry.
It was just about Vivian. You two are pretty friendly, aren't you?
Not really.
But you get on.
Well, yeah, of course, why not?
I don't know, it just seems like sometimes I can't get through to her.
Well, she can seem a bit uptight at first, but she won't bite.
You sure?
Yeah, you just have to try and get to know her a little bit before you judge her. That's all I did.
What are you doing?
Just sorting my things out.
You don't have to go right away.
No, it's probably for the best.
I'm just very upset.
Of course you are, Jackie. And so am I. But there's no point in us making things worse.
You're okay, you're right.
There is one thing I want to ask you, though.
About the baby.
It is my grandchild.
I know that, Doreen. Only too well.
So surely I've got some right.
What? To blackmail me into having it, whether I want it or not?
How can you even talk like that?
I'll talk how I want. It's my body and it's my child.
No. It's David's too. And do you really believe that if he were alive today, he'd let
But
you
he's
even...
not alive, is he? Not anymore.
And you couldn't care less about that? Is that what you're saying when my son is lying out there dead? Shame on you, girl. You heartless, selfish little monster.
Now, we've had a chance to read through these, and obviously there's some good ideas. I'm sure we'll all agree. However, I did have some thoughts of my own, if that's all right, and I took the trouble of typing them up. One for you, and one for Vivian.
Come through.
Thank you.
This is Dr. Clay.
You are so out of order.
I just wanted to offer my condolences.
Yeah, right.
And any support I can. I really am very sorry.
You see, what I don't understand is, why bother? You know, what you want grandchild for anyway? So she can put it down for Sandhurst or pick out a regiment.
Will you just stop?
Yeah, and then what? Get blown to pieces like my husband or go around the twist like hers? Bit of a waste of time then, wouldn't you say? Churning out cannon fodder.
Okay. Right, so what I'm really suggesting is compromise, right, which spreads out the workload and the responsibility between the three of us. Right, basically, Michelle will draw up all the schedules for every clinic by a certain point during the day, and then I'd liaise them with Vivian and cross-check them with the main system. At least for a trial period, eh?
Fine.
Let's say a month.
Superb.
All right, maybe that was too much.
You always say a lot when we're in shock, Jackie.
You know, and I feel for it, I really do, but I just can't stand anymore.
Yeah, I can see. Maybe Doreen does try too hard. Yeah, but I still think she cares a lot about you, though.
So long as I do as I'm told. Honestly, you should have seen her face first time we came round to see her. Gutted she was.
Why?
Oh, because I'm just some birdie picked up at a nightclub. I'm not exactly the military type.
So what, are you going to use it against her now, is that it?
I was going to tell him anyway over the webcam, that's why I wanted to see his face.
Well, what exactly?
That it was me, or the army. Either he came out or I was gone. Baby or no baby.
You were going to terminate?
I hadn't decided. But I had decided that I wasn't going to spend the rest of my life locked up in this house with this batty old mother. I was 20 when I met him. How young is that? I didn't know anything. And I'm 23 now and I still don't. You know, I can't watch the telly or read the newspaper because I'm frightened to death. And every night I just lie there, wondering what bits of him they're going to blow off. Because I knew something was going to happen. I knew it.
I'm really sorry, Jackie.
Do you know how much time we spent together in all our marriage? About a month? Pathetic or what? So let's face it, I hardly knew the bloke. I mean, he was great and I loved him, but I don't know what he thought about anything. And I certainly don't know what he died for. And so what is the point of me giving up my whole life for him now? You tell me.
Come.
I can, you know. There isn't one. You see, I felt exactly the same way. And I was married nearly 30 years. Yes, I love Frank because he was a good man. And the army was part of what made him that. And yes, I was proud to be serving our country. Why shouldn't I be? But I never really knew what he was fighting for either. And I don't suppose even Frank did. And when he died, well, that's when I realized that I wasn't just grieving for him. It was for us both. Because we'd thrown away our entire lives.
So what are you saying?
That, of course, I want you to honor the memory of my son. That's only natural. But nonetheless, whatever you decide, I will understand. I promise.
I hope you haven't come to gloat.
You know us tree huggers, got to stick together.
Oh, come on, George. You know I care about that sort of stuff. Really? Well, I changed the light bulbs, didn't I? Some of them. Anyway, that's not the point. It's like she uses it against Liam all the time, and she's manipulating him. It's just awful to watch it.
You're ranting again.
Yes. And they have sex all the time, loudly. Ah. Well, they did last night, anyway. Oh. It's like he's got to get permission for everything, even his opinions.
Well, maybe that's just being in love.
It's being a soft touch.
Some blokes are.
Yeah, like his father.
This is really getting to you, isn't it?
But can you just tell me? Did you really come yourself? Or did she send you?
Well, to be honest, it was Michelle, the nurse. She seemed worried.
Well, tell her I said thanks. I mean it. So come on then. What about Doreen?
Well, I think you're both very brave. And you've got a lot more in common than you think. And I suppose if you do have the baby, then you have even more.
So you think I should tell her to stay?
Well, that's up to you, but you're both going to need some support from somewhere, so why not each other?
Thanks for that.
No worries. Hey, listen, I was thinking. You know how Jimmy said we should make more of an effort with her?
Vivian.
Yeah, get to know her and that.
We already do, unfortunately.
Well, I was thinking, why don't we take her out, for a drink or something?
Yeah, good one.
It's a brilliant idea.
Bet she'll have had a drink in her entire life.
Exactly. She'll be wrecked in no time.
You're serious, ain't you?
Off her face, dance on the tables,
She won't come.
singing karaoke.
Not in a million years.
You would not hear another peep out of her, not for weeks.
You're evil, do you know that?
You'd have her stitched up. Totally.